Crypto investors faced another upset this year after FTX announced its bankruptcy. The exchange ended up facing enough losses that pushed them to the edge. Keep watching to find out what happened to FTX. But first, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up while you're at it. FTX is one of the leading crypto exchange firms, which progressed in a very short period of time. The exchange started operating in 2019, and in the short period of 2 years, it saw its peak in July 2021. But ever since then, the crypto market has been crashing. The pandemic has left the world in a terrible recession with crashing stocks, real estates, and of course, crypto. Bitcoin went as low as $19K from its all-time high of $65K in just 6 months, and the coin has not been able to recover ever since. It is only predicted that it will drop down below $10K and maybe rise in the next 5 to 6 years or more once the market recovers itself. Big names associated with crypto, like Michael Saylor, who runs his company and profits from crypto, has faced losses because of the coin crashing. In an interview, Sarit Markovich talked about the FTX collapse. She believes that the exchange is really the heart of the crypto industry. In a highly unpredictable world, FTX was unquestionably thought to be a fairly stable position. What really shocks people and has a significant negative impact on the entire crypto industry is having them collapse or engage in fraud. It's also important to realize that FTX is a centralized exchange. Similar to the New York Stock Exchange, FTX allows you to purchase and sell cryptocurrency rather than equities of major corporations. She continued explaining the process of how FTX works and how that is a problem for the exchange and the stakeholders. Every aspect of a decentralized project is open. Your money, your information, and your data may not be held by all initiatives. Everything that you want to keep is kept in your personal wallet. You are the only one with access to it after that. Thus, if you want to conduct any kind of transaction, you are the one who authorizes it. To open your wallet, someone would require your password, your keys. In the event that there is a fraudulent behavior, everyone can see it and determine who committed it, because those who control your money are completely transparent. Uniswap and SushiSwap are 2 examples of decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges that have no fraud issues. Even though there may be hacking going on, no fraudulent activity is being carried out. And the reason for that is that they are not a custodian and are not keeping your money. Simply exchange different coins utilizing them. But because they are a decentralized exchange, they cannot steal your money and use it for something else. So in a sense, we are witnessing the collapse of a centralized system that needs to be controlled. It should be regulated. There is no question about it. Cryptocurrency is not regulated though, as officials are still attempting to figure out how to do so. She explained this made it possible for FTX to act as they did. Sarit also elaborated that FTX is an exchange that also has its own token, called the FTT, on which the firm offers discounts and schemes. She explained the monopoly of the exchange behind the coin. FTX has a sibling firm called Alameda that engages in investing, and CoinDesk, a crypto website, discovered that the majority of Alameda's assets are in FTT in early November. They hold a sizable portion of the total supply of FTT tokens. Because FTT's price would plummet if they sold it, their balance sheet's overall value would be lower than they say. Although not fraud in and of itself, this has led to concerns. When CoinDesk revealed that Alameda did not have adequate backup money, Binance, which has a significant amount of FTT, announced that it would be selling its FTT. Then things began to go down the hill when it became apparent that it would have a significant impact on the price of FTT. Disagreement and bewilderment persist 2 weeks after the spectacular failure of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried's currency exchange. Tuesday's first bankruptcy hearing featured testimony from FTX lawyers who said that a significant amount of the company's assets were missing or stolen, and that the empire was like managing Mr. Bankman-Fried's personal domain. Elon Musk criticized a report that the erstwhile cryptocurrency billionaire had an interest in Twitter, adding to the turmoil surrounding Bankman-Fried, or SBF as he is also known. Damage is not just limited to the bankruptcy. On Tuesday, Sequoia expressed regret to its limited partners for investing $150 million in FTX. In the meantime, more cryptocurrency firms risk failing. According to Dealbook on Tuesday, the crypto lender Genesis, which has $175 million frozen at FTX, has hired restructuring counsel to investigate possibilities, including bankruptcy. One of the unexpected assets found in the bankruptcy of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX is an investment in a one-branch bank in eastern Washington that had just 3 workers early this year and didn't provide online banking. Alameda, the trading division of FTX, invested $11.5 million in the parent company of Farmington State Bank in March. Farmington, Washington has a population of 130 and is home to Farmington State Bank. Farmington was the 26th smallest bank in the U.S. at the time of the deal, and the FTX investment was roughly twice its $5.7 million net value. There are issues with the small bank's relationship to FTX. Among them, how integrated into the larger financial system is FTX? For the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, state regulators, and the Federal Reserve, the investment should have raised massive red flags, according to Camden Fine, a bank industry consultant and former president of the trade group Independent Community Bankers of America, who spoke to DealBook. Will this small bank be involved in the multi-billion-dollar bankruptcy of the crypto exchange in the search for FTX's lost assets? The bankruptcy of FTX and the losses that branching companies faced was long ago predicted by many crypto analysts. Sure, there weren't apparent names, and no one knew for sure that FTX would be the big man to go down, but economists across America saw an event like this coming up. The only reason why people were slightly looking forward to a scenario like this was that it was going to benefit the industry in the long run. Even Sarit believes that a future exists for cryptocurrency. For example, these developments will aid the cryptocurrency industry because regulation is needed, and rushing to acquire it would be advantageous. Additionally, it would encourage the market to invest in more fully transparent, decentralized DeFi projects. It is true that regulation will likely now be more stringent than it would have otherwise been, but legislation that hinders fraud and Ponzi schemes is advantageous to the entire sector. Policy being imposed on crypto will give buyers more security of investment, and the best part would be that crypto wouldn't get reduced to zero overnight. The fluctuations would surely be there, but they wouldn't be massive. And this event of FTX's bankruptcy would also serve as a reference or a lesson for all the investors who lend money for crypto investments. Crypto is an extremely volatile asset at this point, and investing in it with a whopping amount of money that runs your company or firm is simply idiotic. The issue is that many amateur or ordinary investors only want to see immediate profits. They frequently lack the knowledge necessary to discern between centralized and decentralized schemes, and they fail to conduct the necessary research to determine the true goals of the currency. They are unable to say what value a given token possesses, or whether they think it will generate and maintain value. FTX was a whole other atmosphere. A centralized exchange may generally be a great initiative and investment if FTX had not engaged in unethical behavior. As a result, the market cannot actually be held responsible. There was no way to be aware that FTX was financing Alameda with funds from its investors. In order for the transparency that comes with decentralization to be of considerable value, a regulator will need to step in at this point. Do you think FTX was a great initiative for the crypto world? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share.